Hi, my name's Master Sergeant Scott Roessler, and I want to take a minute to talk to my brothers and sisters out there that are having a rough time dealing with their post-deployment symptoms, from whether it's TBI or PTSD. I got a phone call from a trusted friend of mine and a nonprofit organization that helps pay for treatments that the VA doesn't cover. Once I did some research and I understood that CTE and TBI are pretty similar, with the fact that it is trauma to your head, it affects the brain, it creates damage that is what I thought was irreversible damage. And by sitting in the hyperbaric chamber for 70 minutes a day before I go to work, I've noticed over the past 4.5, 5 weeks a major difference.
Hi, I'm Micheal Roessler. I'm Scott's wife. September 27th, 2014 was probably one of the worst days of my life. As a wife, we know when something's not right with our husbands. And I woke up that morning knowing that something wasn't right. I could tell that I lost a part of him when he came home from that deployment. And since he has been doing all of his treatments, he's come back. He's better than the Scott was when I originally met him before his first deployment. I can look him in the eyes when I talk to him now, and I can see that the pain is gone. I know there's some still there, but it's not as bad as it used to be, because now he can look at what's important in front of him, which is this little one and our other two. But the treatment has done so much for him. God, it's amazing what it could do for other people. I mean, if you could take a guy like Scott, who is born and bred to do this job, and come home and act like nothing's wrong, those guys that come home and can't handle it really could benefit from this.
You deal with all the explosions, you deal with all the concussions, you deal with all the losses. 38 good friends of mine are gone. Wives and children are left with nothing. It takes months for the bereavement issues to subside after you've lost a good buddy like that. That's just the tip of the iceberg. So I don't think doctors understand what damage has been done to our special operations community. 38 good friends of mine are dead. Not all of them are from combat. Not all of them are directly related to enemy gunfire, but all of them are related to combat. Some of those 38 are suicide, and that is not the way. That's not the road that you need to go. I wish that those guys were still here, because they'd go through this therapy and still be alive today with their families.